It's a soggy Sunday in the garden. It started raining Friday morning, rained all day Friday, all day Saturday, just stopped just a little bit ago. Beans are all plumped up. Missed Saturday, you know what that is. That's where we go to you and we celebrate what's going on in your garden. So I thought today we'd come out here and we'd pick some beans, answer some viewer questions, and celebrate some garden from viewers like you. You know, the hardest work we do in the garden is harvest. And when it comes in a lot. What do you do with that? One of the questions I get is, what do we do with all the beans? Now with these beans, some of them are called stringless, but they do have a string in them. And the way Grandma taught us, you take the end, break it about halfway, and then you just pull and that string comes right on out. You turn it over where the pointed end is, you break that, and you pull that down, and that string comes right out. You break it in half, and you pull again if there's any string left in the middle. Now you're ready to put that in the pot to blanch it, put it in a bag and freeze it. Same thing, the little pointed end, where you pulled it off the plant, you crack it down, you make a little hinge, and that pulls straight down, and that string comes right on out, all the way down to the point. Then at the point, you break it down, make a hinge, come down the other side, and now you've got the string and both ends taken off. Now you're ready to put that in the pressure cooker. You can break it in a couple pieces, you can can them long. It doesn't take much rain and these small beans just explode. I haven't moved and we've got a pretty good mess already. And that's just picking right here. Well, I pick a bunch more of these beans. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of our friends, see what's going on in their gardens. Walter's on the final countdown to the first frost in Tulsa. It's going to be a shame to see the plants go. But his fall tomatoes, they've gotten to blush and he's taken quite a few. Those peppers are beautiful. Those will look very hot, Walter. I know you're going to make really good use of those to make salsa in your award-winning hot sauce. Thank you for your update, Walter, and we look forward to some more before the frost. Aren't the contributors to this channel just amazing? Leave a comment down below and let everybody know just how much you appreciate them sharing what's going on in their garden. We've got a lot of questions from viewers recently, and one of the biggest questions is about the okra. Now, I pointed out the way we do this is we just freeze it just like this. Put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. Now, if you have a vacuum sealed bag, they're going to last longer. One of the questions I got was, how long do they last? It's like that old lollipop commercial. How many licks to get to the center? I don't know because we eat these so fast. Usually around February, whatever we've picked and frozen are gone. The reason I like to freeze them is when you pull them out of the freezer, they're firm. They're not like an ice cube. And with a sharp knife, they cut really easy and you can just chop them up into whatever you're cooking. Oh man. We did have some questions about okra in general. These things grow 2 inches a day, and with the rain we've had, I should have been out here. If that gets much bigger, it's going to get tough and it's going to be kind of hard to eat. We may just let that one dry and save the seeds. There's a lot of seeds in these. One pod produces as many okra as you can eat. While I go ahead and get some more of this okra cut, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more of our contributors. Art's bananas don't even know it's turning towards frost. The bees are pollinating the new flower, and that bunch hasn't quite started to ripen yet. Well, that's a testament to your deep mulch. Bananas in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's a wonderful thing. Thank you, Art. As October's coming quickly to an end, Larry did a walkthrough of his container garden. He's still got a decent haul. But I do appreciate you helping us show everybody exactly what's possible in a garden. And if you'd like to join this group, There's no obligation. It doesn't cost anything. You just send in a picture now and again. We're just a group of people that like to get our hands dirty and grow things that taste good. And you'd be helping motivate others and showing them just exactly what's possible in the garden. After all, this is where we get ideas. This is where we get inspiration. And I get the motivation to come out here on a soggy Sunday and answer some questions. And another question we got was, how do we use our turmeric? Now you saw what we pulled up the other day. Look at that. Oh man. Wow. That turmeric is beautiful. We usually leave these out just a couple days, let that dirt dry, knock that off, and then just break the tuber off of the main part, cut and drop obviously, and then in the wire basket, once that's filled up, it's got a lot of air around there, and we just leave that in an area at room temperature where the sun's not beating down on it. And then whenever we're ready to use it, we'll pull out a nice piece, about like that, kind of slice it up into whatever we're cooking. I've tried to dry it and powder it, but we've only been growing turmeric for the last 4 or 5 years, and I haven't got the knack of that yet. But this works real well for us, and I hope that answers your question. It was from a viewer that grew daikon radishes in a bed to break up the soil, wanted to know what you can plant after that. You can plant just about anything after radishes. And actually right now, even with the frost coming, is a good time to put some radishes in. Very fast growing, don't have to put a lot in, and within 20 or 30 days you can have a nice little radish. This year I am kind of gambling on the fact that we're not forecast to have a frost on Halloween. Usually we've got our first frost by then and we should be further along. I still have a lot of stuff to harvest. And I really had planned to get into this sweet potato patch and get this cleared up, see what kind of sweet potatoes we have. But with this rain, I'm gonna have to wait just a little bit. I did get quite a few questions about castor oil and how we used it. That came up when we were pulling the first batch of sweet potatoes. Now right here, where this corn stalks are, we did, I think, 4 rows and we put a bunch of slips there. But I surrounded the entire area, made kind of a fence with the castor oil. We used the dry pellets and let that soak into the ground as a barrier to keep the voles from coming into the patch. I've not dug, but at the other 2 patches that worked really, really well. Now the dry castor oil, depending on how big of an area you're going to use, can start getting pricey if you're going to do a solid barrier. So we also got the liquid castor oil, which goes down a little smoother, and I think you can cover quite a bit more area. But the jury's still out on this patch, but we're pretty happy with how the castor oil helped out the other 2 patches of sweet potatoes. And I hope that answers your question. While I'm clearing these off over here, let's go ahead and take a look at another one of our contributors. Bruce got a nice pickup load of wood chips. He set about refreshing some of the areas in his deep mulch food forest. After he got done with that, he decided to do some of the hardest work you do in a deep mulch food forest, and that's harvest. And just look at those 3-foot long beans. Bruce, those cherries look delicious, and we do appreciate you and your family sharing your journey all summer long. You've been a great inspiration to this group. I think we're going to try some of Bruce's 3-foot beans next year. Add to these green beans that we're getting. You know, it only takes a couple seeds and you're going to have more food than you can eat. But that's the fun part of gardening, you get to share. Now I got quite a few things planned still. We're going to try to overwinter some of these hot peppers. One of them back in there, buried in there, is one that we overwintered last year and it's been producing pretty well. Got this little pumpkin down here, waiting for it to turn orange. This is pretty tasty. We got quite a few things planned. I've taken the opportunity while it's been raining this weekend to work on a project I'll tell you more about in the future. But come on out to the garden, pick what you can, preserve what you can, and share what you can. And when you can share some, you'll learn the real joy of the garden. And remember, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.